How are y'all doing today? My name is Gerhardt. I'm with USCDN, and some of you requested that I read some German fairy tales, or rather, you said that you would be interested when I offered it, from my childhood. And I picked two stories from this book, Der Struwwelpeter, which I think are relevant to what is happening now in our society. So, that's what we're going to do today. A little bit about me. I am not a white supremacist. I know, shocking that a half Hispanic gay man is not a Nazi. Who would have ever thought? But I am a civic nationalist. So, I really believe in America, and everyone who's here should get to stay here, obviously, because if you're born here, you have a right to live here. So this is not like that kind of thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This is just a cultural thing. No carrot, huh? This is Bebe. I know it's a stripper's name. It's not very original, but she knows what it is, because I've called her that so much. So once they learn their names, it's kind of hard to teach them something else. So she's kind of mad because she didn't want to be picked up out of her cage. So she's giving me the silent treatment and not eating her carrot. But that'll change. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, when I was a child, even though I'm half Hispanic, I was raised with a lot of German culture. I went to German Saturday school, and I was read German fairy tales. So actually, when I was a child, I was pretty fluent in German, barring, adult vocabulary or anything like that. Now, not so much. I've had to take more classes and, beef up, or rather refresh my memory. So I don't know exactly the literal translation of every single word in these stories, but I know the general idea, and I'll let you know. I'm going to read each one, and I'll update you on what they mean as I go through, but not excessively. So, here it is, Der Struwwelpeter by Dr. Heinrich Hoffmann. And I believe that if more parents had read these stories to their children and taught them these lessons, that we would have less of the horrible, evil violence that we have right now. The first thing that there is to show you is this page, which is the first page, and it's the Christkind, if you can see. And that is a female angel akin to the Holy Spirit or the Holy Sophia, the female aspect of God, that it survived in German culture over many hundreds of years, maybe thousands. And the Brothers Grimm wrote about how they thought that it was that and other things were remnants of ancient Germanic goddess worship. So, here it goes. Der Struwwelpeter oder lustige Geschichten und drollige Bilder. Wenn die Kinder artig sind, kommt zu ihnen das Christkind. Excuse me. Wenn sie ihre Suppe essen und das Brot auch nicht vergessen. Wenn sie ohne Lärm zu machen still sind bei den 7 Sachen. Beim Spaziergehen auf den Gassen, von Mama sich führen lassen, bringt es ihnen gut genug und ein schönes Bilderbuch. So when you're good and you behave, the Christkind comes and brings you lots of stuff. When you eat your soup and don't forget your bread, and you go walk with your mother and some other things I don't really understand. Basically, if you're a good child, the Christkind will come visit you and bring you lots of good things. And you can see all those good things here happening. So it's very contrary to the whole idea of burn, loot, murder, and brutalize and get what you want that's been going on right now. So I just think that that's pure evil. And I know a lot of people agree with me because it's true. There we go. Not mad no more. So here's is the der Struwwelpeter. And he doesn't comb or cut his hair, and he doesn't cut his nails, and he's kind of chunky, which I don't think is part of the bad quality in here, but I think that, I don't know, as a fat person, I would still say that you should take care of your health. Sieh einmal, hier steht Pfui, der Struwwelpeter. An den Händen beiden ließ er sich nicht schneiden. Seine Nägel fast ein Jahr kämen ließ er nicht sein Haar. Pfui, ruft da ein jeder Gastgeber Struwwelpeter. You can see I'm a little rusty, but there it is. And you know, that just says basically what I said before. So the first story I'm going to read is Die Geschichte von bösen Friedrich. So Friedrich is a lot like Antifa and BLM members who are just totally psychotic and sadistic. Some of them were released from prison, not so coincidentally or accidentally, in order to cause chaos and be criminals. It's worth noting that the people who attacked Kyle Rittenhouse were all adults with criminal records, like for serious crimes. One of them molested children between the ages of 9 and 11. So, anyway, der Friedrich, das war ein arger Wüterich. Fing die Fliegen in dem Haus und riss ihnen die Flügel aus. Schlug die Stühl und Vögel tot, die Katzen litten große Not. Und höre nur, wie böse war, peitschte seine Gretchen gar. So he's killed the birds, he's killed the cat, and he's whipping Gretchen with a whip. I mean, just total psycho. Very familiar, very relevant. Am Brunnen stand ein großer Hund, trank Wasser dort mit seinem Mund, damit der Peitscher zu sich schlich, der bitterböse Friedrich, und schlug den Hund, der heulte sehr, und trat und schlug ihn immer mehr. So Friedrich has decided he's going to start whipping this dog who's drinking water with this whip that he's got, because it's fun to hurt people and things. Da biss der Hund ihn in das Bein, recht tief bis in das Blut hinein. And the dog was like, I'm gonna bite you, you idiot. And he bit him so deep he bled. Der bitterböse Friedrich, der schrie und weinte bitterlich. And like Antifa, when they get arrested, all of a sudden they're crying bloody murder, like they can't understand what's happening or why. Der schrie, oh yeah, I read that. Jedoch nach Hause lief der Hund und trug die Peitsche in den Mund. The dog ran off with the whip. Ins Bett muss Friedrich nun hinein, litt vielen Schmerz an seinem Bein, und der Herr Doktor sitzt dabei und gibt ihm bittere Arznei. Here you can see the doctors nursing Friedrich and giving him bitter medicine. His leg is hurting. He's probably, got an infection because a dirty dog mouth bit him. Der Hund an Friedrichs Tischen saß, wo den großen Kuchen aß auch die gute Leberwurst und trank den Wein für seinen Durst. Die Peitsche hat mitgebracht und nimmt sie sorglich sehr in Acht. So the dog got the whip, and he's eating Friedrich's food, his Wurst, and his cake and his wine. It's all going to the dog because there's a couple lessons here. A, the other animals did not fight back, and they're dead. Lesson 1, the dog fought back, against all odds. He's alive, and he gets all the good things that were supposed to go to Friedrich. It's hard to say that word. Name. All great lessons. There's a lot of defunding being discussed and in the works, actually. And hopefully that those funds will go to people who deserve them, and maybe even those who fight back. Hashtag fight back and fightback.law to donate. I think you all know what I'm talking about. But I can't say it because the technocracy is attacking Americans. So if y'all saw that video of the Antifa member who burned themselves or was lit on fire by a Molotov cocktail, that's what this story is about. Excuse me. Die gar tragische Geschichte mit dem Feuerzeug, which roughly means the very sad story of, you know, the matches or whatever. You all right? Paulinchen war allein zu Haus. Die Eltern waren beide aus. Als sie nun durch das Zimmer sprang, mit leichtem Mut und sing und sang, da sah sie plötzlich vor sich stehen, ein Feuerzeug nicht anzusehen. So her parents are out of the house. They've, you know, neglected her. She's alone. And she's like, ooh, matches. Ei, sprach sie, ei, wie schön und fein, das muss ein treffliches Spielzeug sein. Ich zünde mir ein Hölzchen an, wie's oft die Mutter hat getan. She's gonna play with the matches. When you play with fire, you get burned. That's all I have to say about that. That's not true. I'm gonna say more. Und Minz und Maunz, die Katzen, erheben ihre Tatzen. Sie drohen mit den Pfoten, der Vater hat's verboten. The cats are like, no, dummy, don't play with the matches, because you'll burn yourself, and your father said no. Miau, 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 lass stehen, sonst brennst du lichterloh. You'll burn. Paulinchen hört die Katze nicht. She's ignoring them. Das Hölzchen brennt gar hell und licht. Das flackert lustig, nistet laut, grad wie ihr's auf dem Bilder schaut. Paulinchen aber freut sich sehr und sprang im Zimmer hin und her. So she's playing with the matches. It's a great time. She's jumping all over the room. She's like, yay, fire. She's a total nut. This was all preventable just by following the rules or the law and common sense. Doch Minz und Maunz, die Katzen, erheben ihre Tatzen. Sie drohen mit dem Pfoten, die Mutter hat's verboten. Miau, 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 wirf's weg, sonst brennst du lichterloh. The cats are warning her. And they're like, no, please, don't play with the matches. You'll burn yourself. We don't want you to burn and die. You know, they're just basically crying. Please don't. Oh, and here's what happens. You can see. Yep. Very familiar sight, isn't it? Isn't it, baby? Isn't it? Yes, it is. Doch weh, die Flamme fasst das Kleid. Die Schwitze brennt. Die Schütze brennt. Es leuchtet weit. Es brennt die Hand, es brennt das Haar. Es brennt das ganze Kind sogar. It's burning her hands, it's burning her hair, it's burning the whole child up. Und Minz und Maunz, die schreien, gar jämmerlich zu zweien. Herbei, herbei, wer hilft geschwind? In Feuer steht das ganze Kind. Miau, 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 miau. Zu Hilf, das Kind brennt lichterloh. And the cats are crying. And they're like, who's gonna help us? Who's gonna save her? The whole child is burning up. Verbrannt ist alles ganz und gar, das arme Kind mit Haut und Haar. Ein Häuflein Asche bleibt allein, und beide Schuhe zu so hübsch und fein. Oh, baby, I love you too. I love you. Yes, I do. That's not really I love you. It's more like keep petting me. Because I love me. Und Minz und Mauz, die Kleinen, die sitzen da und weinen. Miau, 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 miau. Wo sind die armen Eltern? Wo? Where are her parents? That's a great question. Where are the parents of these people? Und ihre Tränen fließen, wie's Bächlein auf den Wiesen. I don't know the literal translation, but here she is. She's a pile of ashes. And she did it to herself. No one made her do this. They told her not to, even. Oh, I love you too, baby. And she did it anyway, and now she's dead. Great stories. Very practical, true, very important. I guess their parents did not read them these stories when they were children, or they would know better. So I'm reading them now to all of you. And hopefully some of you can learn something about this. So that's all there is for today. And I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be doing some more of these. And if you haven't already, go ahead to Cheeky Videos or to murdochmyrock.net and check out their newest episode, Wizards and Bros. It's hilarious as usual. Very, very heartening to see them come back and to see a lot of people just get their spiritual strength back and start to not resist, but be resilient. And that's just wonderful. So I hope this Labor Day weekend finds all of you well. That is all for tonight. Thank you for watching, and may God be with you. I would say bye. 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 She's like, don't do that to me. Oh. All right. Good night.